Hey guys, hope everybody's doing alright, and I bet all of you are ready to get the heck out of here for summer break. Wherever you all are going back to, I'm sure it's a great place to call home. With such a big classroom, it's safe to say that we are not all born and raised in the South, and some of us will only be here for the next 2 to 3 years. Whatever decision or experience that landed you here, I'm sure it's of a positive nature. What I'm here to talk about today is reasons that people might think twice before making the same leap towards the Southern lifestyle we all share in this classroom. As we all know, the South has a dark past behind its existence, a past in which slavery, segregation, and lynchings were an everyday occurrence. Racism even managed to seep its way into politics. Within this racist political system, laws were implemented along with the use of intimidation tactics by groups such as the KKK to prevent minorities from voting even though it was their legal right. This past is something that many people have not forgiven, and some people still view the basic Southern white American as if they were the cause of all the trouble. I am not denying that racism is something that is still prevalent in today's society, but I am telling you that it is not near as common as it used to be. In this short clip, a few Southerners are interviewed on their opinion regarding this issue.
Hey, you look at the Negroes in this country, what do they want? They want people to come from Africa. The Mexicans want people, they stick up for their own kind. The Mexicans want more Mexicans here. It's that way.
We're at Mother Emanuel Church. This tragedy has gone the country talking about racism, especially in the South. So we're gonna take a road trip to where Dylan Roof grew up. And along the way, we're gonna stop and ask folks, is the South more racist? Have you experienced any racism here as an African-American woman?
No.
Did you grow up in the South?
I grew up in the South. I see a lot of things I didn't like real racism I didn't like. I didn't like people against one of a color of the skin. None of that I didn't like. I hated it.
Maybe it's the heat that caused everybody to act the way they do.
Recently, President Obama said that we need to start getting real about racism and stop being so polite. What do you think?
He needs to be a president and lead this country and not get involved in these type of issues.
We made it to the State House in the capital, Columbia, where the Confederate flag is flying and debates are raging. So let's go talk to some folks. Is the South more racist?
South ain't racist, no.
If you ask most white people, how often do you think about race? They would say, I don't, right? So if you ask black people, how often do you think about race? I think most will say, every day.
As you can see, people's opinions are drastically different about this topic, and that's the way many people feel it always will be. So what does it mean to be a Southerner? There's got to be more to it than just saying it's where we live. There's so much more to offer living here, including low tax rates and cost of living, great food and culture, beautiful landscapes such as the Blue Ridge Mountains, and a great coastline. The people here are nicer and more likely to help you if you're in a tough situation. And don't get me started on the traffic, which is almost non-existent in most areas. Life is just a lot more simple here in the South compared to big metropolitan areas. It took us a long time and a lot of change to get to where we are today in the South. Something once built on the foundations of racism has now evolved into something much greater. I'd love to hear your opinions on this.